Hello, this is Marek from Trading Academy. Again, I am really glad to see you again at our video content, and today it will be kind of special because we will go through various problematics about cryptocurrencies and why we see this field is very interesting for everybody who would like to make money. So definitely stay here and we will connect this field with real trading. By the way, just fast introduction who we are. We are a team of professional traders. We trade cryptocurrencies, stocks, forex and futures. Me personally, I made the most money from cryptocurrencies. Actually, I believe that it's a big mistake to ignore cryptocurrency markets because they give you a lot of nice, interesting opportunity, and it is kind of fun for me because it's absolutely different kind of industry in the moment. Wild West, I would say. As mentioned, the aim of this video is to educate you on the field of the cryptocurrencies in general and to not ignore these really interesting markets you can trade. But next day we are planning to show you more at our webinar, and the webinar will be interactive. You can ask there any question you want and we will go through various scenarios. We are let's say counting on the cryptocurrency fields. Also we can talk about open trades on Bitcoin, also on different altcoins and so on. Really interesting stuff for your trading, different type of trading and so on. As you may know, we also upload regularly to our social media channels like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and Twitter. Valuable content like live trade scenarios, trading results with real money and real trades. If you are familiar also with us, you may know that we use unique strategy for forex, also Horizon X. Also I trade this strategy on cryptocurrencies. Definitely it will be interesting, and if you are interested in Horizon X, go to our page and smash the link below the video, and after filling the form we will be invited to our webinar, and it is very interactive. So if you are interested in money on cryptocurrencies, don't miss the webinar I'm talking about. If you are interested in our forex horizon trading, also don't miss this opportunity. So why you should be interested in cryptocurrency field? Let's look at my point of view. But firstly, we need to start with the history to have an overview about the potential of Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency field itself. So it has been more than a decade since the Bitcoin was introduced to the world. Cryptocurrency industry rapidly grew, and the price of Bitcoin. When the public sales was launched on new Liberty Standard Stock Exchange, for $1 you would buy 1,300 Bitcoins. Today, Bitcoin is traded above the price $9,000. Despite this mind-blowing performance, we will look at the important fundamentals why you should be interested in cryptocurrencies and why otherwise you will miss another great opportunity letting your funds increase from a trader perspective. Okay. Everybody who is more interested in cryptocurrencies knows how the blockchain technology is changing the world. Blockchain and cryptography many help to start new crypto projects. Which try finding a new way how cryptography technology could add values into people's lives. The big IT companies like Microsoft, IBM and others invest into their blockchain solutions, which is the core of Bitcoin technology. There are also many projects with their own solution outside blockchain in the cryptography field. In general, for example, I know about IOTA because of my good friend who is really interested in this technology, and they use, for example, the Tangle system, Tangle solution. Many projects are kind of unique technology solutions, and they need some time for research in case you would like to speculate or you would like to seriously consider buying their token. Very important thing is that it's very likely that you will come across with this technology more and more often, and in next decades it's a higher probability that in the end you will use cryptocurrency technologies on daily basis. The thing is that the sooner you learn more about the technology, the sooner you can take advantage of acquired knowledge. You can use it in practice, for example, for your safe and trusted transactions, storing data which are accessible to you. Also, you can use acquired knowledge for your trading and investment decisions, which we will talk about in this video. For me, it's very interesting monetary impact of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency field itself. As you may know, you can find many comparisons between fiat currency and Bitcoin and what is the strength or what is the weakness. But in general, what I like is talking about its monetary impact. And as you may know, Bitcoin was created as a reaction on the financial crisis in 2008. The legendary creator Satoshi Nakamoto wanted to give people option of trusted currency which is accessible everywhere. Just what user needs to use is the internet. Ideally, this currency should not be impacted by any government and their legislation. From technology point of view, it has been working so far. Bitcoin survived, and the governments do not control its ownership, and very probably it will stay that way. From economist point of view, uh, it's really interesting time and era we are experiencing now because last decade central banks started using very widely unconventional monetary policies for maintaining stable economic growth. As quantitative easing, or sometimes said monetary printing, is massively used with the combination of negative fiscal politics, the economic globalization, and many other factors, we are heading to a new era which financial sector sees as risky. You can look at stock indexes, how volatile they are. With the mentioned setup, including GDP growth, which is slowing down actually, and we are heading to a risky era of inflation danger. Alternative of value storage could be Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. We've seen many cases that in the end, if the country had its hyperinflation, people in the end must use alternatives, and cryptocurrency is very handy in this case. For example, we can mention Argentina or any other uh, economic with hyperinflation or inflation spiral. I can also remind what happened during the debt crisis in Greece in 2009. People were restricted to have access to the whole amount of money stored in their banks. Because of the actual technology of Bitcoin, you do not have this problem. Your Bitcoins are ready 24/7 despite the economy, political, or monetary problems. One of the main disadvantage, in case if you are looking at Bitcoin as a currency which should be stable, Bitcoin is very volatile and the market is very shallow in the moment. So any big order can change the price of Bitcoin. This is the reality. But if you are a trader and you are able to trade the market with some kind of statistical advantage, this is really nice opportunity how you can earn more money or more Bitcoins. Just look at chart of Bitcoin and you see how Bitcoin is performing this year. And since 1st January, price was $3,700. Market is now hitting $10,000. We as a traders need movement, and if market is able to make a movement, this is the best what we can actually trade. Bitcoin is very volatile. It's a little bit riskier market because of spikes and so on. But if you use your risk and money management wisely, the best opportunities in the moment, I believe, are on cryptocurrencies markets. And as mentioned, the performance of this movement, Bitcoin give you opportunity to make more than 150% per 3-4 months. But I believe that Bitcoin can really hit crazy numbers. Also, look at our one scenarios we share with you publicly. You see that we were counting with several scenarios here, just trading Bitcoin for 1 week. you were able to make 23% just trading one of our scenario we share with you. It's really interesting, and Bitcoin gives you really nice opportunities. I believe that if you compare risk versus reward, uh, this is really nice field to trade. And I do not talk about altcoins trading. There are also nice opportunities, maybe bigger ones. So very interesting is Bitcoin history and what actually happened after big exponential growth. Here, let's start with 2013, and you see that Bitcoin was traded at the beginning of the year on the price $12. But after hype, the price went to this crazy number $258. The correction, there was another exponential growth. And again, after this other exponential growth, uh, where the correction was from 250 to around $60, market was able to perform another bigger exponential growth. Can you imagine the people who were buying the Bitcoin in this hype in 2013 around the price $200, and how they were thinking about their trade? Let's say if they would wait several months, they would make let's say 5 times more than their investment or than their speculative trade. And again, you see through the history that there was correction. Okay, and here you can see I use Fibonacci retracement levels. You can see that after this hype market did this big correction, actually it almost fueled the movement of this exponential growth. So without any panicking, you can see how Bitcoin is behaving and what big opportunities it gives you, because as a trader you need movement and you need to be smart trader to time your entries and exits. So but even here, if you would buy a Bitcoin for $1,000 again, you were able to make today 10 times more almost. And now it's our other hype. It was 2017. And as you remember, Bitcoin started being more medialized. And also, let's look from the perspective of correction. If I will use, okay, starting of this movement as a hype, just for rough explanation of the problematics, you see that in the end, after this movement, fell almost to the price when the hype actually started. You can see from the technical perspective of the cycles that these patterns are still present on the markets, and actually you can use them. And can you imagine what will happen if these cycles will be performed again? What the price of Bitcoin will be? Because after every hype, the price grows several times. So if the last high was $20,000, what will be all-time high in case that these patterns will be repeating again? But this is more about long-term speculation. But you have an idea that now is really good time to be interested in the cryptocurrencies, because we've seen one hype, we've seen bottom, and we have now bullish uptrend. So definitely check the situation on cryptocurrencies and be with us to take opportunities seriously, and you will be at the right time at the right place. Also, very important point for cryptocurrencies is legislation. In last year, we have seen different approaches of Bitcoin integration into the economics through various countries like US, Australia, or common approaches of European Union, China. In 2019, we are observing that the most of the Western governments are positive in regards of implementation of cryptocurrencies into their legislative systems. For example, some authorities, even Russia and many others, were interested in their own cryptocurrency. It is not easy process because
this new technology raises a lot of questions. Okay, from an investor and trader's point of view, it's very interesting ETF. It means exchange traded fund, and in this case, it is ETF of Bitcoin. The proposal was firstly filed in January of this year and kicked off a new race uh, to launch a Bitcoin ETF in the US, which is expected to bring fresh money, therefore liquidity, to the crypto space. No one has been approved yet by Security Exchange Commission with the justification of not legislation support, which prevents manipulation and lack of evidence to determine if whether CBO or SME Bitcoin futures were well traded enough to support an exchange trade product. This is one of the last actual statements of SEC. But in general, we anticipate if Bitcoin popularity will rise enough again, we can expect more pressure on Security Exchange Commission connected to new proposals. And similarly, as you can remember what happened with gold after ETF of gold was approved. Since then, gold made increasement about 470%. Actually, I am lucky that today we've got this news and that Bitcoin ETF will be approved when this happens. Definitely, this is still positive for us, and if this industry will be growing, which we believe that it will, and the massive implementation of cryptocurrencies can happen, very probably, then we are in front of really interesting era of cryptocurrencies, and I think that it's good idea to be interested in this field in the moment, to not miss really nice opportunity.
Unfortunately, again, this is the end of the video. We are not able to share more because of limited time. But I believe that despite this short time dedicated for this video, this content pushed you to another level, is helping you to go through your barriers as a trader. If you are interested more in our trading strategies on cryptocurrencies, please go to our webinar. I will be there to help you with that because, as mentioned, I've been trading cryptocurrencies for more than 3 years, and I made there the biggest amount in general in that field. So definitely don't miss this opportunity and how we are making money on the cryptocurrency markets. As you are interested in IT in general and also how our world will be impacted by the cryptocurrency technologies and what we are anticipating in next decades, definitely go also to our webinar. We will show you our strategies, how we can combine other aspects we know together, and how you can also use this information for making money on the markets. Definitely this is very interesting. I think that it is a mistake if somebody is interested in some kind of field. He's really keen about that, but he's not able to use this information also in line with the financial markets, because the financial markets offer you one of the nicest opportunities you can find in general, and if you have already the knowledge about the industry, I think that this is a pity for you that you are not able to use this information also for making really easy, fast money. And also, if you are a beginner in this cryptocurrency field, I think also this is the nice opportunity how you can learn new technology which will impact the world, I believe, in next decades. So definitely go to our webinar. This is not wasted time for sure. Also, as mentioned, if you are interested in our cryptocurrency strategies, we are trading on the markets. Just smash the link below the video, and after filling the form, you will be invited to our webinar, and I will be glad to see you there. The webinar will be interactive. You can ask any question you want, and also we will present you our scenarios and our tactics in general, how we are trading the markets, and you can go also more detail with the question. Don't forget to subscribe us on our social media channels like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and Twitter, where you can find our daily scenarios for you, which you can actually trade or you can learn from, or you can find our weekly results of trades we did on stocks, futures or cryptocurrency markets. I believe very valuable content for free, which will help you in your trading path to become a professional trader. Also, if you had any question during the video, I hope that I will read your question in the comment section below. And please, if you find this video valuable, just hit the like button there. This is all for today. Meanwhile, I wish you take the best trades on cryptocurrencies.